Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Stoneblock 4. Now, I feel like an absolute buffoon after last video, and if you're wondering why I say that, let me explain. So if you guys missed last video, I spent a whole long time last video kind of like flailing around basically, trying to get this all set up so then I can get this like molten obsidian plate that my thing has been asking for. I'm also not using a heat generator correctly. So I decided to do some research and come to find out that A, heat generator generates more if it's surrounded by lava and can just passively generate energy being surrounded by lava. That's one thing. Another thing I didn't know is that in the metallurgic infuser, if I just type in enrich and I hit uses, we can make steel dust in the metallurgic infuser. You know, the stuff that we've been wanting to put in there to make our cast for the iron plate. Yeah, or the obsidian plate. So yeah, we're gonna be oh, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to unfull screen there. Yeah, we're gonna be making the metallurgic infuser. Another thing we're gonna be doing as well is I'm going to actually be taking this heat generator and I'm going to actually be putting it here in the wall. And you might be asking, oh well, why are you doing that? Well, simple. I actually found out, and I'm gonna probably not do this correctly, but oh well. I found out that you can actually make it so then it passively generates power. So if I do this and then do that, yeah, you see where I'm what I'm getting at? Anyway, let's go ahead and let's put this here. I did not do that correctly. Oh well. Anyway, I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's lava logged. So yeah. So what we can do now is a lot of things. Firstly, as you can see, we're literally passively generating power. I can make this a lot better later on. As of right now, I think I'm going to just let it sit there for a second because I want to make the metallurgic infuser, right? It's like a thing that we've been actually trying to get done, but I thought I was going to be missing a lot of stuff to make the metallurgic infuser even worth making, including, you know, a way to get steel, because I wanted to get that done because again, the main focus is to get the quests done, but the only way to get the quests done is by, you know, actually getting different things done. Also, if you take a look here, if we give the archaeologist a brush and a bunch of dust, we can get redstone. I don't remember. Is this guy the archaeologist? He is. Okay. Let me just go ahead and take out the sand that was in there. But yeah, I feel completely dumb after last video. I'm gonna be honest here. I've been playing Minecraft for a long time. I felt completely stupid after that video, and then I was looking at it, and it's like, oh yeah, A, you're doing your power wrong. I was like, oh boy. And then I was looking even further into it, and it's like, not only are you doing your power wrong, there's a way to get steel, and you didn't even notice it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today, is getting steel. Died? Oh wait, I think this is the slanted recipe. It is. All right. So yeah, I feel like an absolute buffoon. But here we are. And we're going to continue on. There is the one redstone I actually needed. We're going to let it keep going because I'm going to need more redstone eventually anyway. As you can see, I need the... oh, I have more redstone. Jeez, I can't... Yeah, I can't remember anything apparently. So we'll go ahead and do this. As you can see, now we have the metallurgic infuser. Now another thing I will want to do is, as you can see, I'm gonna do this because I know it's gonna become an issue. Ta-da! Don't worry, we can literally just cover like those up. And then if I do this, wha-bam! Ta-da! And then we have more of these like mud bricks, so we can literally just put this in the wall. As you can see, we have a fully charged metallurgic infuser here. Yeah, so how this works is we can put coal in here. Right. And then if we take iron, which I don't know how much iron I have left after all this. But if we take iron and we throw it in there, it'll give us enriched iron. If we take the enriched iron and throw it in a second time with more coal, it will give us steel. Yeah, it was actually that simple the entire time. Oh yeah, it's gotta be smelted. I forgot. So we'll go ahead, do this, put this in here, and bam, bam, there we go. And then, yep. And it, now mind you, we are keeping up our power here. Oh yeah, there you go. There's your enriched iron. I don't remember exactly how much each iron takes. To be fair, it takes 10. And then yeah, if we throw it in again, here it is, steel dust. I feel so dumb after that. Anyway, ow. So now if I throw this in here, oh look, we can now make steel. And there we go. Now we need to go into here and we need to find our plate that we made. Is this. I'm just gonna go ahead and plop that down. Make sure that our molten steel is at the bottom. Okay, I think I need 4 ingots for it, but we'll see. Wha-bam. Oh, I'm missing quite a lot. Either way, we're gonna make as much as humanly possible. I'm gonna split this in half. I'm just gonna put a bunch of coal in there. You can also, I believe, put charcoal in there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and sort this inventory and take our tiny coal. Now, an interesting thing is I think you can compress, yeah, tiny coal into regular coal with the compacting drawers, and maybe eventually we'll set up an actual compacting drawer setup, right? Yeah, there we go. Molten steel. Yeah, I don't know, it looks like it's almost done. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, we're gonna let that cook up really quickly. And then while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do in here, because we have our like thing generating power through there, right? But the issue is I think, I don't know, it's enough power for the metallurgic infuser, and I'm probably not going to move this because I'm afraid if I move it, the lava will come through and destroy the metallurgic infuser. However, with other power, I like don't want to mess with it, right? So like I think this is just here now until, well, otherwise. So yeah, let's wait for more steel to be done. All right, and with that, we now have the ability to make plates. That's right. We can now make plates. Now, the reason why I was wanting to do that quest is because it gives us this, which is a lava chicken. Which, if we go ahead and we take our roost from the roost ultimate and place it down and place the lava chicken down, eventually we can get tier 2 seeds, which are these. Which is also how you get, yeah, that's, you can also get it by getting rid of a tier 2 chicken, but you can also make it by getting tier 1 souls. So yeah. Anyway, we have how much? Oh, we have a lot of molten obsidian. So yeah, you have to make these, which requires dielectric casings, right? Steel mechanical component, which is steel plates, and a copper ingot, which is again kind of, well, really easy. Also, what is a steel plate used for? Train schedule. You can make the simulation chamber. Okay. Wait a minute. Use. Did I see that right? Brass casing turns into a train. Okay. Anyway, if we go ahead and do it with steel, we can get steel plates, which is actually, again, what we need for, well, later crafting, I should say. Anyway. Let's go ahead and let's work on this dielectric casing, which is just this, which requires iron bars, which is, yeah. Dielectric paste, which is a bucket of lava, which is pretty simple to get. Literally just walk over here, grab the bucket, right? And then I did start this guy going through and sifting again. I think his thing broke again, but he is getting us coal. We also have clay as well. So now we can start actually making the actual dielectric paste. Oh, sorry, wrong side. So yeah, there we are. Now, for us, we literally need one craft of this, and then flip these to the side, one craft of this. And then there's a little bit of manipulation. You can make the dielectric casing. Now, if you guys don't know what dielectric casings are for, they're for what's known as power, which eventually we will have to get this, which is an energy cell, because we do have to power the world engine, right? So there we go. We have completed that. We got a globe, and then I think we need to actually go and I love getting in this achievement, but we do have to go and I believe talk to the guy, the mechanist, because we did complete that. So we're gonna go ahead and I am going to, firstly, we are going to go, I'm gonna go here and just drop a bunch of like stuff that I can get from sifting here, just so then it's kind of neat and organized in there. Then the rest of this I'm just gonna put in random chests for right now until I actually need to use it. I'll figure it out when I get back, but now we go ahead, eat some chicken, and then we go ahead and go to the mechanist. Oh, whoops, sorry. We go to spawn, and then we go to, is the quartermaster or the mechanist? I think it's quartermaster we need to talk to. Yeah, so we have completed the stage. Now it wants us to craft 64 world engine machine blocks. We also completed the next stage of his thing, so now we have, well, not only compact machines, we also have a copper to iron, iron to gold, and we also have a brush with unbreaking, which I'm going to actually buy. Another thing is, so the interesting part here is we can now buy basic to copper, copper to iron, and then iron to gold upgrades. Right. We also have like a feeding upgrade, Lone Star steak knife, water tank. Right. There's other stuff we can buy, like a compacting drawer, which actually, no, I'm not gonna do that quite yet. But the biggest thing is we got this brush, which I'm actually happy about, because that means I can now go and get this to our guy who is sifting through stuff, and hopefully it'll last a lot longer now and he can actually use it for quite a while. So yeah, so we just got done with all that. Now we have generating resources, which I believe we just got. Yeah, we got that done. Now I believe, yeah, here it is, steel plate. Now we need electrum wires, which requires us to have an electrum plate from either a rolling or a stone cutting table. Now electrum requires molten electrum, which is molten gold, and molten redstone, which is, well, which gives you one. Right, it's 1-to-1 for gold and silver, but also redstone and gold, which I'm not sure how redstone dissolves here, but we'll have to, I guess, wait and see if it even like if redstone even dissolves in our smeltery here. Now, if you hit use on clusters, like you can go ahead and see that if we put it into like item melting, it gets us 2 ingots instead of 1. So it's a lot better to actually item melt than it is to smelt anymore, because, well, it's just easier. So if I go ahead and throw redstone, so we can put redstone and gold in here. We actually, see, that's 6. I'm gonna take 1 out, so it should be 1 to 1 here. So once the gold smelts, actually it's not gonna be 1 to 1 because it doubles the gold. So we're gonna have a little bit more gold than I thought we were gonna have, but that's completely fine. Just means eventually I have to get more redstone. However, the interesting part is we already have a way to get electrum plates, as you can see. Now we need a stone cutter. Now there's 2 stone cutters. There's that one and that one. Stone cutters are really easy to get. I don't know why I just opened that with that out. It's just basically 3 stone and an iron ingot. I just need to find out if I have any stone left, or if I think I turned it all into smooth stone. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop 3 stone in here. I'm also gonna go ahead and upgrade this all the way gold, making our storage infinitely bigger, making it actually really easy for me to do this and just transfer everything up like so. And again, we can go ahead and like put a say stack upgrade in here, which we do have an upgrade base. So actually I could theoretically put a stack upgrade in here if I just do this and then put wood. Is it wood or is it logs? Oh no. I'm just gonna put, you know what, I'll put logs around it. There we go. Okay. So if I do this again, but then do this, we now have 1 stack. So now if I do this, it shrinks down because all of them are stacked up. Now, I think eventually I do want to do this, or put more stack upgrades in here, so then I can stack on stack on stack, because it makes it easier again to, well, put all the stuff in one place. As you can see, now I'm not, fussing about having to put stuff into one thing, because I have enough room in one chest to put basically my entirety of, well, my inventory, as you can see. Anyway, with that being said, I do need the stuff here. We're gonna do this, put down the stone cutter, and then again we need the electrum plate. We put that in here and it becomes an electrum wire. Marvelous, right? Now here's the thing. We need a basic control circuit. Easy enough, right? Steel casing component, again, easy enough. But the tricky part is getting these, because the world engine requires power. Now, how do you suppose we get this power? Well, here's the thing. Firstly, in total, we're gonna need 4 dielectric casings, 8 steel mechanical components, 4 basic control circuits, and 8 electrum wire. Again, pretty simple like, it's pretty simple to do, right? Or pretty simple to think about, right? Because 8 wire is just 8 plates, right? The thing is if you don't have stuff to make 8 plates, what do? Right? Because if I keep going, we have 6 nuggets left of this electrum. Well, simply put, we're gonna have to pull this guy out and have our other guy start working on sand to get us more electrum, because, well, we kind of need quite a bit of electrum to even be able to, well, do what we need to, right? B, we're gonna need quite a bit of the dielectric paste, which you guys already saw, right? Because we need 4 of these, but the biggest thing is the power. Now, I think, with that being said, I think we'll be able to get away with the starter energy cell. And the reason why is because all we need is 4 capacitors, which are basic capacitor, like so. We need 4 of the tiny capacitors, and we could even go for a basic just to give us, you know, more energy overall. But yeah, so 4 basic capacitors, some iron, and a casing, and that gets us a basic energy cell. Pretty simple, right? And we already have the stuff to do most of it. So all we need is blocks of redstone, or put it simply, a simple block of redstone, like a singular block of redstone, which we're already working on over here because, yeah, we already have the stuff. I'm also gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna start trying to get a redstone clock in this pack, because the biggest thing, I don't think there is, but the biggest thing you want to start doing is trying to get this to auto smelt stuff. And the best way to do that is, well, simply you want to put something like the fire brick. And I'm gonna actually grab an empty inventory and grab the plate cast, and we're gonna put molten steel down again. Oh, does it not work with this? Hold up. I might need an actual, like, brick. Yeah, I need an actual brick. I can't use it with the fire brick. I need an actual brick. So we'll do that. We'll pull 1 play ball. And there we go. So we have a brick. We put the brick down and we pour steel over it. Here's the problem. Don't have enough steel. Again. So we put more steel. That's why we made so much steel in the beginning, because I knew I'd probably need more casts than just the one I put down. So yeah, this guy should be going away. I do like Unbreaking 5 on this, because he is about to actually turn from level 3 to level 4, which means a lot of things that we need are going to go up in percentage, which is great, because, well, this means we're getting more resources. And as you can see, pretty good for getting copper and also redstone. That's pretty nice. All right, so that should have been long enough. Yep, there we go, molten steel. And we're gonna finish off this cast. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is actually pretty simple as well. I'm gonna grab our iron hammer. We're gonna grab this, and I honestly think we don't need this hopper, or we don't need one of these hoppers here anymore. I think the wood one is not needed right now. And the reason why I say that is because, let's be honest, we have quite an overabundance of wood as of right now. And to keep having an overabundance right now is a little bit, not pointless, but a little bit overbearing. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, what is this gonna do? How's this gonna work? Well, simple. You do this, and then it goes into the chest. So you can just continuously sit here and put those in the chest, and it makes it easy for, like, say something like Electrum, where we don't have enough. We can just break it, right? And then the Electrum's no longer there. Then again, we grab our cast. Something like, I don't know, obsidian, right? Now, obsidian's a little bit different because you can't really, like, how do you put it? You can't really predict, or not predict, but you can't put obsidian into an ingot, right? So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to, well, firstly, I'm gonna do this so then I can get rid of the gold. I don't think we have enough for a block, but we are gonna grab the casting basin and try to pour the obsidian into the casting basin. It's not gonna fill up all the way, I don't think, because I don't think we have enough. So we're just gonna avoid it like so. Bam. And then we put this back down. As you can see, nothing is left in our smeltery. Ta-da. And I'm literally just going to do this. And then we're just gonna throw in a bunch of iron. Sound good? Cool. All right. So yeah, pretty cool on that front. I'm gonna grab these as well. So we're doing actually pretty good on what I want to do. However, again, another thing being, we are still kind of in a weird spot when it comes to, how many blocks do we have? 8, bro. We have 8 blocks of iron. I'm gonna put those in there. We have 8 blocks of iron. I can literally make full blocks. But we're still in a predicament where we need to make that power cube, right? There's also this whole thing about using knowledge, which we kind of really can't do much about, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so kind of scatterbrained a little bit here. You do this, right? You grab a block of iron. Because why not? I'm gonna put more of those in there. And we have the dielectric paste, so we do this, we do this, and that gets us our basic capacitors, right? And we go at power again. Basic. We need the casing. We already made one earlier. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. So now we have the basic energy sub. So how we're going to be able to do this is we're going to need to figure out a way to put energy into it. Now we can break this and try to put it like here, right? And wait for this to generate enough power, which should be fine because we're getting quite a bit of energy pretty quickly. But while we're doing this, we also need other stuff, including, well, the rest of the stuff we need, including steel, including whatever have you from different things. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here. So, we need dielectric casing, which we'll bookmark. We need mechanical steel components. Now, I believe if you do make the engineer workbench, you can make this cheaper. However, that requires us to make the engineer's blueprint, which is this. And it also requires us to make the engineer's workbench, which requires us to do all the treated stuff, which I don't really want to do. So I think we're just gonna make them maybe by hand. Yeah, we'll just make them by like going through the normal route, which is metallurgic infuser, right? Anyway, we have so many blocks of iron that we can have. But yeah, so we have to do that, right? We have to bookmark our crafting recipe there. We need 8 electrum wire, which is just electrum plates, which we'll put that in. And then we need 4 basic control circuits, which is literally redstone and osmium. All right, I'm gonna work on that while everything else is going on. So yeah, we will be back. Okay, so we're actually getting very close to actually being able to do the next step. So the big thing, I'm just gonna grab a few of these blocks. So the big thing right now is that we need the casings, which again is, whoops, made like this, right? As you can see. So, as you can tell, I only currently have enough to make 4, right? Now, mind you, I'm working on more. Because why not, you know? But yeah, I'm working on more. But if we go in here, we have the electrum wire. We have where is it? Yeah, we have the electrum wire. We have the steel mechanical components. We have the basic circuits. So the last things we need is the mechanical components and then the dielectric casings. Which that we only need 4 of, which means we only need actually 1 more craft of the stuff with like where are they? The iron bars, and then also like just iron. So if I do this, then we ran out of dielectric paste. Completely fine, because we have this guy, which we did upgrade the reinforced brush to the diamond one, so he's just literally cruising through this. So we can grab 3 of these, 2 of those, walk over here, bam, 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 get more dielectric paste, sit here, do that, bam. Now to make all of these. We have, or should have, enough iron here. Because we only need 4, so... And there we are. So now, since it makes 16, we only need 4 of each. So we're just waiting on this, which I'm gonna go ahead and smelt some because I think we're gonna have an overabundance of them. But we should be relatively close to being able to do the thing we need for the world engine. So yeah, let's see. Is this all smelted? It is. I think I need 16 more, if I remember correctly. Where are we? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we walk over here. It's probably a lot easier to do the other way, but there we have it. So we have 8 of those. I'm gonna leave one of these in the thing, but 8 of these, 4 of these, and 4 of these. And that should be what we need to make the world engine block. Now to make 4 crafts, we're gonna need about 1,000,000 energy. So what we're gonna do is, of course, gonna break this, and we're gonna wait for this to hit 1,000,000 energy, and then we're gonna go and make the upgrade for the world engine. So yeah, I will be back. Okay, so I should have the power now in this. It doesn't say that there's power in it, but when I put it down, it definitely says that there's power in it. So let's go to the world engine. Here is the world engine. I'm just gonna... There we go. The world engine has power. Now we're gonna, well, make the world engine machine blocks, right? So to make these, it's a dielectric casing, steel mechanical component, basic, and so let me just make sure I have. So it's casing, component, circuit, wire. Casing, component, circle, wire. Oh, it just took all of them. All right, we'll see if we made enough power. Oh, yeah, we did. And there we go. All right, let's go ahead and grab our power thing here. And then if we go here, bam, and bam. Netherite furnace? Oh boy. I have no idea how to put this around. Like, I have no idea how to put the world engine blocks around the world engine, by the way. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But firstly, we're gonna hit this. I don't know why it still had experience in it. And we're gonna put down the netherite engine. Or the netherite furnace. I'm gonna put this basic energy cell back. So then we can generate more power. But yeah, now I want to actually go back to spawn. And go back to the quartermaster. So it says you need 64 of them. Okay. I don't have much more for you right now. Go have a chat with other echoes and see what they need. So the issue I have is I don't know how to place, like how I'm supposed to place these. Once you have crafter, you should return to the and learn where they go in the machine. Oh, okay. So it can just auto place them for me. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. And bam. So now apparently this has been upgraded. It says the world unlocks several new crafts, including one of the best tools. The Explorer's Compass can help you locate any structure in the pack, including mysterious vaults. Okay. Well, I don't know where no, I think all those blocks got put up top there and like that. I don't see them any. Oh no, they're right here. Look at this. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, with that, we have now officially gotten done with one of them. So as you can see, he can't be done yet, but that's because we haven't done everything he asked. However, you can now teleport to any of the other ones, which I think I'm going to be doing the magicians next, because I feel like that's going to be a lot better. But yeah, I think with that being said, I'm going to end this video here, as we have completed a major milestone in the actual quest line. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think of the pack and what ideas you guys have for me to do in the pack. Anyway, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.